Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar, doing a digital roof inspection here for a homeowner out in the Tierra Santa area. We like to do these inspections to outline the current condition of the roof and provide any recommended action. Usually we like to start on the eaves of the roof to outline the wood condition. This roof is pretty steep, so we're going to start on the roof, but the eaves consist of the fascia boards and then the rafter tails underneath these eaves right here. These are the overhangs. The wood condition looks to be good for the age of the home, 36 years. Sometimes you see some termite damage. If we do a partial roof or a full roof, we're always going to replace that bad wood. We do see some cracked tiles on the first story, as you can see right there. The valleys are something we look at. The valleys, when they built these older homes, are very, very crowded. We like to keep these pretty wide so water and debris can flow through. We're seeing about 10 cracked tiles on the roof, where you can see areas like this where the tile is cracked, that's compromised, that needs to be replaced, or the mortar cap right here, we see a lot of it start to fail. We see a lot of the penetrations. The ceiling is coming apart right here, so water can get behind the metal right there, and then another cracked valley right here. Let's get into the underlayment condition, because that is the most important part of the roof. I pulled up these tiles right here just to get a good look at the felt underlayment. It is a 36-year-old felt underlayment system. You can see the deterioration that's happening on the edges right here. That's very indicative of kind of the wear and tear of 36 years and a single layer of the felt underlayment. So when we see it start to turn into dust paper like this, kind of degrade on itself, it's an indication that it's at the end of its life expectancy. Moving over to where the leak is occurring. Quickly going to point out these vents. These are dormer vents for the attic. There's only 2 of them, 1 on each side. Now we would recommend 4, and we do use low profile vents that are better for fire resistance against fire embers. You can see where the leak's occurring right here. This is by the chimney, and there's a cracked tile right here. I just kind of left it because I want to show the homeowner, but I'm going to put it back as best as I can. But then if you pull this back right here, we can see where there's plywood right here. The felt underlayment is deteriorated. Water can get directly to the plywood. This is an active leak that needs to be addressed. So this is where the leak's coming from. And then just getting on the other side of the roof right here, this side gets less sun exposure because it's north facing, and so it's a little bit more mossy and slippery, so we're going to be very careful. And then the ideal side, if the customer wanted to add solar, would be on the south side, just because it gets more sun. And then just showing the customer the underlayment on the north facing side, just to show kind of the condition. Similar to the south facing, a lot of watermarks. When the underlayment starts to curl up like this, it's a very good sign that it's at the end of its life, because it's starting to curl up on itself and deteriorate. It's also holding a lot of water on the roof here. So in a perfect world, the professional recommendation is to replace all the underlayment on the roof, and then the roof is warranted and done once and for all. Minimum we're going to recommend is replacing this roof plane down this kind of rake caps and ridge line right here, doing this little trapezoid area. So we're going to measure this out, give the homeowner this option, because it's so close in conjunction with the chimney. This is going to be our minimum. Ideal would be the rest of the roof, to do it at the same time. Usually that's the cheapest in the long run and most economical, but we could do it in stages as well. So we're going to outline that and give this to the homeowner. Thank you.